Welcome back to the next episode of Hermitcraft, where we're actually nowhere near our base at all. We are out collecting a whole bunch of stuff, including clay. For some reason, maybe I just don't know anything about Lush Caves. Do they have tons of clay in them? I'm using this opportunity to grab all of this clay, because this might be a fantastic mundane grey block. It's the blandest block out there that we could make the permit office out of. And I didn't think about it until I stumbled across this cave. I was actually originally out here to get red sand. Not for my shop because I have the permit, but because I actually just need some red sand. It turns out it's actually pretty expensive. You can't mine red sandstone in any decent quantity, so you basically have to craft it. The red sandstone permit means I've got to do an awful lot of mining, which if the permit office is going to be quite big, I'm going to need an absolute ton of clay. It's definitely because I'm in a lush cave. There's just tons of clay everywhere. Right, I'm going to grab what I can and then get out of here. Okay, I've got my clay, I've got my sand, but have you noticed anything weird about today? This start, this intro? Did you notice anything strange at all? Anything at all? What if I told you that my hand is on the wrong side? I had no idea until yesterday that you could make your character left-handed. How weird is this? I've been feeling sick ever since. This is not how I have been playing this game for so long. The hand looks broken. It feels wrong. I don't like it. My main hand has to go back to right. Isn't that better? Oh, isn't that better? Even people on the server who are left-handed were like, this feels so wrong. I don't like it. Right, well, we've got our stuff, so let's head back. Right, I'm back, and I've got quite a lot of things that have happened since I went and gathered all that stuff. One thing I want to point out is that the dire state that all of my tools are in. Look at how many. I think I've suffered enough now. I have my mending book. I feel like I have permission to use a villager. So, during the Hermitcraft meeting, I built this lovely crane building that's attached to my fisherman hut. This is where Captain Mendy is going to live. We on Magic Mountain are going to share the same mending villager, and we only need the one, so I asked, could he go here and be fishing up mending on my behalf? That's what I'm going to tell myself, because I am not fishing up the amount of mending books that I need. So I've asked Impulse, he already has a mending villager, and all we gotta do is transport him over into there. It's not finished, but he could definitely go in there. Well, I don't know why Scar is on top of that, by the way. I just accepted that was happening. I don't know why he's standing on the chimney. Tip your hat. Aha.
You know the secret to get in, I see.
Yeah, you gotta tip your hat.
Love it. Love it. Tip the hat to the door. What's going on, man?
What's happening with Captain Mendy? Is he ready?
Captain Mendy is excited to have a new home. Shall we move him?
Yes, that would be good. So the way I'm justifying this in my head is that Captain Mendy's, he's fishing up mending all day, every day.
That's his job. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Here he is. 30. It's not the cheapest mending book, but hopefully we won't need too many. Yeah. Apart from this guy, I shouldn't need to deal with them. All right, I'll start laying the trap. Wait, how do we get out of this?
Yeah, go straight forward. That's great.
No.
Too soon.
Too soon.
I told you he was in a hurry.
I held on for as long as I could, dude. I've used so many pickaxes now. Like, everything's on its nearly dead again. This what we're doing now is exactly why I'm not dealing with villagers. They are just not fun. We're almost there, and Scar's still up on top. You having fun? He looks so scared.
Not really. Yeah. Okay. Look at him. He's in.
That's it. I can decorate that a bit later on, but that is it. I've already got some. I'm so ready. I've got emerald. I don't have many emeralds, but I've got some.
I was gonna say it is not cheap So
It's
it is
not
still
a ch-
going to
it's
cost
not-
you.
it's
These
not
are not
cheap.
easy mending.
It's not cheap, but some of my tools are. I'm lucky they didn't break doing this. Oh yeah, there we go. Mending. Oh, this is so good.
Beautiful. Beautiful noise.
And now I can repair them
By fishing.
by fishing.
So you're fishing again.
I never stopped. Now that Mr. Mendy is all settled in, I think I'm going to come back to this build later because the permit office is the focus of today's episode. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff here. It took me a full day to get all of this stuff that I'm going to need for the permit office. Now, on the way to the shopping district, which is over there somewhere, Magic Mountain is there, and the shopping district is basically in a straight line this way. But on the way, we get to stop and take a little look at B-Dubs' first build, I guess, of whatever the project is that they're doing. Some sort of crazy cyberpunk city. Now, the side of this building is something I want to stop and take just an appreciation look at because it is just incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Every single block, it adds to the build. If you took anything away, it would miss it. And that's really hard to do. I am so impressed with this. And just adding that purple in there, I would never add purple to this build. Sorry, I'm going to stop gushing over B-Dubs' building skills or painting skills, whatever you want to call it. Just amazing. Just incredible. There's definitely a lot I can learn from B-Dubs. And Joel, by the looks of it. Look at Joel's build in the background. Anyway, focus. We've got to go and get this permit office made. Normally, I wouldn't be in a massive rush, but there's quite a lot of things that need sorting out from the permits side of things, and there's no officer to do that. So the shopping district is a giant hourglass. Well, this is the shopping district, and that is definitely oversized. Look, these are all the other shops that have propped up for a starting one, and this is just dominating big time. I was actually going to make the permit office here, but I honestly don't think it's gonna fit well next to this. So we'll leave the shuffler as it is, and we're gonna go more central to the shopping district, which means going quite deep into the forest. Also, if I hide it in the forest here, maybe no one will even find the permit office. That could be stage 1 of trying to make sure that the permit office is slow. Alright, let's take a zoom out. This is the center of the shopping district, and it is on an island here, but I'm pretty sure with bridges connecting everything, this can be the central point, because the shopping district includes all this, all that, and it goes all the way around. So this is a great central place, and if no one pioneers out here, then people are gonna stay over in that direction. So this is where we're gonna make the permit office. And shout out to Skiz, who put all these banners together for this project. Alright, let's get started. We got to clear this area and flatten it out, which is always a bit of a pain. But we can do it. There was a bit of a misconception, actually, about the permit office. For some reason, people seem to think that the permit office sells permits. We don't sell anything. The permit office exists to make sure no one is able to do anything with their permits. It doesn't make a single diamond. It's just incredibly difficult to work with. On that note, because it's basically like a government building, we're going to make it look a little bit like a government building, because bureaucracy is super fun. Right, let's get this cleared out. Let's go. This is where we're at. This is the size, this is the layout. These little bits here are going to be pillars, and this is the main wall. So it's not a huge building, but it should be sufficient enough to stand out. I have had to flatten it out, but I think we're ready to make a start on this build. Now, I have made a mistake. Well, not a mistake. A poor choice in block work, because I'm using mushroom stem. And if you've ever had to get your hands on lots of mushroom stem, it's pretty painful. So, there is one block that works well with it, and that is bone block. it just about meshes together. So by using plenty of bone blocks, I can pretty much reduce my mushroom block use by a little bit. There's going to be 2 sections to this, the mushroom stem part and then sort of the grey concrete bit that sticks out. And together it's going to make, hopefully, the dullest building you've ever seen. Are you ready? Let's go! Welcome to the Permit Office, the DHP, which is the Department of Hermit Permits. The Permit Office is, of course, where lots and lots of fun was had because paperwork and administration is super fun. I haven't got anything to show for the interior, but at least it has got a floor. I've just run out of mushroom blocks. I've got just enough to finish this, which is going to be some garages for our lovely horses. There's a super easy design that you can do for horses where you just have 2 sets of slabs like this. Where's Pluto? And then all you got to do is walk in with your horse. Oh, I only took damage because of the chests there. And then you can go in and out very easily, but Pluto is nice and safe in here. We're going to use this same design back at our base. Yeah, I saw you trying to escape. We're going to use this same design back at our base, but more of a wooden kind of design than a modern garage, because obviously what I've gone for here is a very modernistic approach to the Permit Office. And there's still a few things that need doing round the side. So I've done a little bit of detailing, but I've left this blank because I tried to do a B-dubs. I tried to do a B-dubs. I want to like make it look a bit weathered. I've added a bit of moss here and lichen and stuff, but I haven't got that magic B-dubs touch. I'm hoping that Scar might turn up and give me a hand with this stuff. And of course we're out already. And hopefully Cleo's going to be at my base because I've just arranged for her to come and have a look at doing this armor stand for me. Oh yeah. We're working our way through the horse tunnel. I like this horse tunnel. This is super convenient. It might have been a lot of effort for a very short... Oh, whoa! Okay. The horse does not like to go upstairs. Ouch. That's really painful. So we need 2 things. We need my magic mending book. And I've got to find the painting. Uh-oh. I can't find it anywhere. My painting.
No.
I've got the book. The
Okay.
thing that's important is okay. I just can't find the painting. Oh, I'll put it in the boat for some reason. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Right, do you want to take a quick look at this?
It's amazing. I've seen it so many places.
This is it. Yeah, this is the one. Hold on, let's go. Let me show you where we're going. Thank you for agreeing to make a lovely statue for me, because I definitely wouldn't be able to do this. So you just hit this composter to drop down into level 1.
Oh!
Okay, and then stay on that block there and put a fish into this barrel here.
Oh,
Yep.
I missed.
Yep, you go. I got spare fish.
Okay.
No, you still went on the block. All right, we're
No,
going to have to go
no,
down
try-
together. Right, you ready?
Okay, let's go.
There
Right,
we
gosh. So weird. Oh my goodness.
Welcome.
Oh.
I spent a week of my life making this.
Yeah, no, I believe you. What the This is something else.
I was waiting to see what words you were going to choose. Yeah, it's no longer a secret anymore, so I've opened it up for the pond, and then you can... Oh man, do I have enough blocks to get across here? So this painting is the updated one because Scar stole it from me. And now that I keep doing that, now that I actually have it, I can return it to what really happened. So what I'm after, now I don't need this chair, I don't need to stare at this every day of my life. I'm hoping that you are able to make an armor stand like this. I mean, I can model it for you if you want. I need an armor stand like this in the same position of me with the book, and then this is the
as the picture.
As the picture, and I'm entrusting you with the book.
The book.
That's the book.
I can I can pretty much knock this out in a couple of minutes.
This is why farming mushroom stem is... Oh, wait, I got lucky on the first try. Okay, well, I've just been instantly proven wrong. But it's still pretty painful to mine this stuff. It's instant, but you got to get rid of the whole thing before you can get more stem. I'm going to make a farm for this that will help make this slightly less painful in a semi-automated way. Because you have to use Silk Touch in order to get these items, it's always going to be a pretty painful collection system. But there are ways to semi-automate this that I will look into doing once we're past the early game. But all my harvesting hasn't been for nothing. Look, this is how much. For every, I'd say, 3 of these, you get 1 stem. So for 6 mushroom stem, we ended up with about 46 blocks. That's quite a big difference. Well, the good news is that we can easily see the progress from the pond. Look at that, look at that. Look at the magic that's going on there. We have a mod that allows us to position armor stands in a specific way. Look at the... witchcraft. Oh, I'm drowning. Oh, she's seen me. I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I don't think I got a shot of it in my video, but the snails had been added again. Yeah, snails. There's 2 of them now. Turns out that a snail has chosen Gem, and then these 2... Look at her. Look at this. Gem's got a little wormy guy. So I don't think I captured it, but the snails had basically covered Scar's build here in slime. Like, they'd slimed it all the way up. It was loads of lichen everywhere. Dangerous creature. Don't worry, little snail. I'll save you. I will save you. Don't you worry. All that's left is a little trail. I don't know much about these snails, but the more you try and cage them, the harder they try to get to you. And Cleo says she's done. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. No, well, this door's going to close on me. It's not designed for multiple people. Okay, no. I'm so excited. I did take a little look.
I did see you. It's fine.
You didn't see me. I was super sneaky.
Super sneaky and also drowning.
There it is. Yes! There it is!
That's the one.
That's it. It's so lifelike. Is that? I think that's a little bit too much. That's too much of me going on there. There's quite a lot.
It is.
There's quite a lot of me going on here.
There's far too many of you at this point. I think it might be safer if I leave.
Thank you so much for this, because this is the end of the saga now. That's my permission to hit everything up with mending.
You're very welcome, and I'll have mending books on sale like sometime today. So you know.
Oh, please don't hurt Captain Mendy. No! Oh, Pluto, what did I do with you? Why can't I ever put this horse where it's supposed to be? I think I left him over at Scars. So, if we look from above, there it is. You can see the statue. You can see the painting. This is wicked. Hello, hello. Have you seen my horse?
Orion.
There he is. He's trying to climb up the mountain again. You won't get me a second time. I got him. I got him.
You found him.
What
Where
brings
did
you
you
to
run
this
off
neck
to?
of the woods?
I have heard that you may be interested in the kelp permit.
I would be interested in the kelp permit, but I don't have an awful lot to trade is the problem. I've got leads and bundles and campfires. I've got mushroom blocks, but I'm keen on that one. And what was my 3rd iron tier that I've got?
You know what? I'll make you an agreement. How do you get to your portal from here?
Yep, I don't think I've shown this on camera, actually. This is the Nether Hub.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
this
is
it.
it.
It's
This
glorious.
this is my ideal Nether Hub. No fuss. Aha. Yeah, I've seen this because you're right next to the shopping district.
The interior, on the other hand,
Uh-huh.
well, at the moment it's very open concept.
Right. You might have come to the wrong person. I'm not the interior guy.
Well, this is true, and I want to do most of the interior myself. But I would probably be willing to trade you the kelp permit.
Yeah.
In return for the... Well, you know what? Why not? We'll say the mystery permit.
Okay, okay.
Whatever the 3rd one is. Because, you know, mysteries are fun.
I genuinely can't remember what it is. I could... Yeah, okay. I genuinely don't know what it is. I'm warning you now, it's probably rubbish.
And then also for a little bit of assistance, I'm not going to say you have to do the whole interior or anything like that, but
Okay.
just some assistance in dividing this up into rooms and, kind of coming up with like a layout and stuff like that for the interior of the castle.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
why don't you trust me with this and I'll take that deal.
Okay, sounds good.
Why don't you trust me with that? Because I think I can do that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
that's
no,
a
you
deal.
give me that when you're happy with it,
Oh, fair enough.
and then I'm gonna go home and see what that mystery permit is. Okay. So just to be clear,
then,
I'm not
like,
actually
some
doing the
kitchens and stuff.
interior. I'm kind of partitioning, putting up some walls and a few decorations, and then leaving the space for you to fill.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. You're helping me do like the floor planning, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I could do that. I think I've already got a really good idea.
Okay, cool.
Where's your portal? Down here.
It is down this hole.
Bye! That's kind of not a bad deal, because I don't have to do a full interior, which is what I struggle with, but I can kind of bring that room into some sort of shape and structure and I think I could do a really good job. Yeah, I'm willing to do that for the kelp, but I'm now worried that I've agreed to this mystery permit, and it might be one that I want, and my memory's so terrible I can't remember what it is. Okay, what is... You probably already remember what it is. No, it's red sand. No, I actually really want red sand. No, this is one that I want. I want red sand. Tell you what, he doesn't actually know. Maybe I can get an unknown permit off someone's hands on the cheap, and I could give them that. Because it just has to be an unknown permit, right? Anyway, let's go back and finish off this build at the permit office. We're back, and not only have I filled in the back of this, I've added some machines, which I think really tie this together and make it more natural. And there's another thing that I've done here, is that, this was looking pretty plain. Just by adding a few bits of long grass along the edge, it's kind of like the edging hasn't been done very well, and that's kind of a natural thing that we also see in real life. The grass is growing super long around the edges. And also, I realized that I can make a really cool horse hole here using black concrete, like so. I got a great design. So here's the horse hole, and then what I do is make another line here with some bamboo signs, and then black carpet. This is another reason why it should be black, because it matches so well. And then we've got ourselves parking bays for the horses. And then we make another horse hole here. This was an idea that Corrales sent to me, and I was like, yes, this is perfect. And he could have sent it to me 5 minutes before I built this, because this doesn't fit and this does, but it doesn't matter. You can never have too many horse spaces. So look at that. Oh, that looks so cool, especially if we fill this out properly with all the rest of them. So the next thing is, obviously, I'm not going to be doing the interior today, but what is important is people know that this door is out of use. So it will say, please use the other door. Yep, please use the other door. Where's the other door? There isn't one. The reason that this place has so many trees around it is because I don't want people to find it super easy. The other thing is the motto for this place is, we're sometimes here to help. I could place these signs a bit better. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing here. Department of Hermit Permits. We're sometimes here to help. I've run out of bamboo and black wool, but I think you get the idea. Let's give this a test. I mean, I know that it works, but what does this look like when you park a horse up in here? You know what, that's pretty good. Okay, and now the inside. This is where the magic happens. So for now, temporarily, we're going to have our forms at the back here, and then some boxes of files. I mean, it's going to be pretty rudimentary for the time being, because I don't have anything else going on. This can all change later on, but that's my filing cabinet. I just need to make a quick desk. Scar's said when the permit office open. Okay, hopefully Scar's gonna come and bring me the last little bits that I need. The idea is, so if I make my desk here, oh wait, I could probably use the beehives as part of my desk. You know what? It would have helped if I had put this in the middle of the room. That would have made a lot of sense, but I didn't, because I'm an idiot for some reason. I don't know. You know what? It's temporary. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's not in the middle. We're going to have all our forms back here, and I started writing one. So this is form MJYAFK06, so season 6, Marvel Jumbo URK. Form for the creation of a new permit. This is basically what I need to do. I need to write a whole bunch of gibberish. So it starts off fairly normal. What item or entity do you wish to create a permit for? Then they fill this out. Does this item meet the criteria of the base Blueben test? The answer, and then I could, if the answer's like, if they say yeah, they have to just guess, and I get to make up whether that's the right answer or not. Look, the goal here is to do as little work as possible. Oh, I just realized they probably don't know where it is. So the what the Blueben test. Right, and then we get to put in a bunch of stuff. Have you in the last 5 minutes done 10 laps of Gem's Lighthouse? What else can we make them do? We can think on this. We can add to this. So we can do a few pages, and then they have to fill out exactly what the answer is. But the great thing is I don't know what the answers are until I read this. And then here's the next thing that's hilarious is even once they've got this form, they're ready to submit it, everything's finally looking great, I'm gonna ask them to get it notarized by the only person that's authorized to notarize on the server. Oh, this is so cruel. I never thought in a million years that bureaucracy like this would actually be enjoyable. I guess it's only enjoyable from my side. They're lost, which is good, because it means that it's working. I've planted so many trees that you cannot see. Hold on, let me show you. So if we go over here... Oh, wait, nearly there. Look, if you're look where Scar is. You can't see the permit office out. It's totally hidden. And that's why we are only here sometimes to help. Oh, there they are. There he is. There, he's found it.
Korean, this is the most impossible thing. I think we lost Skiz. He's dead.
Skiz?
I did it.
Oh, Skiz is here too. Wait, well, why don't you park your horses here in the bays?
Oh,
where's the base?
Nice.
Oh, you
neato.
went for the garage. Guys, you didn't see the parking spaces?
Are they really stuck in there now?
Oh, dude, horse holes.
Horse
Amazing,
holes.
man.
I mean, you use the garage, which makes me happy because I wasted my time with that. But you could also use the parking bays. Look.
Oh, I like this. This is really nice. But Korean, why did you build it so far from the shopping district?
No,
Dude,
this
this
is technically the center of the shopping district right here, according to
Yeah,
the
but
map.
there's a river and there's like an entire thicket of forest here.
Oh yeah, I planted a lot of these trees so no one could see it.
That's brilliant, dude.
What am I
That is
missing? The permit
typical
office should be
government
helping
work.
people.
Listen, look, we're here to help sometimes, but most of the time we're here to make sure that no one bothers us. Oh, I get nothing out of this. That's kind of why I want to make everyone not want to go here. It's like it's a fundamental service, right? The permit office needs to exist. There's issues with the permits. Kind of my fault. Gonna deal with that. But
Okay,
at the same time, I don't want people pestering me.
Can we have special privileges?
No. But you can help me finish off this build. I'm so close to being done.
All right, what are we looking to do here?
We're
buddy?
not corrupt here. We're just lazy. Let me show you what I need doing. So this is the permit office.
I like it.
But I just need a little bit of help, like doing some B-dub style detailing, because I kind of got to this section and it's a bit blank. And round here, I just need like a trash can to put everyone's paperwork into.
After you're done using with it.
Yeah, the suggestion box goes right to the
Yeah,
garbage.
this
I
is
love
where the suggestions go in the the big dumpster around the back. So that's basically what I need. Why don't I show you inside for a second?
it. Let's have a look.
So we going inside?
Yeah. So the front door is here.
Okay.
And it doesn't work. There's actually no way. You have to use the other door.
Where's the other door?
Use the other door.
Doesn't
Where
work.
is the other door?
Just
We're
use it.
sometimes here to help. I'm sorry. This is just so perfectly staged out, man. Oh, typical government.
Oh, you just don't want to do any work. I get it. It takes me a long time. I made the other door.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Sir
there is
Oh my
Scar.
another
god,
door.
it's like an actual DMV in here. There's like a
I'm
little light and a
so-
freaking counter in the center of
Hold on.
soul sucking guy who always leaves
How can
when
I help you?
get there and they put up the I'll be back for lunch sign. Oh god, he has
yeah,
a
yeah.
costume.
Hi, my
Is it called a uniform?
This looks so great. Listen, my colleague here has a question about his permits. You want to go and talk to him,
Yes,
Sir
yes,
Scar?
yes.
I have to ask, is that a calculator watch?
It's a Casio.
I've been thinking,
Yeah.
sir, government man, I hate my permits. They're coarse and they get in everything. And I was wondering, there is no permit for a particular item. Is there a way that I could do something or trade in permits to get said thing that I'd like?
What permit do you want that doesn't exist?
There's no permit for mobs.
For mobs?
Yeah, I'm a zookeeper. Look, Skiz, look at those thighs. Look at the calves.
I know.
Look at
I
that.
know
those
they're
are short
popping.
shorts.
They are.
Yeah,
All right,
well, I
hold
mean,
on.
I could outrun a wildebeest at 1,000 clicks.
Well, that's funny because I'm not quite ready for that, but let me see. Not this one. Aha,
Okay,
here we go.
okay.
Right, so we've got form MJYAAFK06, the form for the creation of a new permit that I'm writing. I haven't quite finished it, so I just need to write a few more questions down for the form, and
Okay.
then I guess we can move forward with the rest of it afterwards. So, I mean, yeah, I it's not quite ready. For example, what item or entity do you wish to create this permit for? I guess all the mobs.
Sounds like you got it all set for me, right?
It'd be
Skiz?
mobs, and then does this item meet the criteria of the base Blueben test?
Who's base and who's bloomin'?
I am absolutely inside. This is real.
Right,
I am
and then
depressed. I am frustrated.
Have you done in the last 5 minutes 10 laps of Gem's Lighthouse? Simple yes or no will suffice.
Answer
Yes
quicker.
or no, Scar?
No.
Well, I can't help you, buddy.
Oh,
You're gonna have to
God,
come
I
back
hate
later.
the government.
It's the worst. Government's
I came
the
in here
worst.
with so much hopes and dreams of a bright future, and it's
not
just been
gonna
sucked
work.
out of me so fast. Skiz.
Rest
How is
assured.
it possible?
Listen, I'm gonna
Wait,
need help with
There's
this endeavor.
money
This
involved. Do I have to give him diamonds?
No, there's no. Whoa, we don't handle money here. There's no money
Oh.
involved. You just have to fill out the relevant paperwork.
Okay.
That's
Did
all
you
you gotta
get-
do.
did you
It's
get a
very
form?
simple.
So it's a currency of my time.
So you got to do a bunch of laps around Gem's Tower. You got to fill out that form. Is that the last form he has to fill out?
Well, I'll let you know
There is-
when you fill this out correctly. We'll talk next steps.
That
There
sounds
is
about
zero
right.
chance I'm gonna remember how to do any of those. Is there a take home flyer that I could take? There was something
But no,
about Gem
when this book
and-
is done, I'll give you a copy.
Okay.
But why don't we focus on finishing the permit hall? I can't do any of this until the permit office is finished. And you know what? I need a couple of competent guys like you helping me run this thing.
I mean, we did make it here. Nobody else has found it.
You
There's some
found the
confidence
place.
in that.
We got to keep the shopping district in line. It's regulated. Like we said we're going to self-regulate. Well, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man. How can we help? Yeah.
We're in.
Nice.
Okay. We're in. We're in. We want to be a part of this somehow because we have our own reasons. But whatever help you need from us, you let us know. You want us helping enforce the lands? You want us helping building stuff?
I'll
This
give
thing
you
is so dark
I'll
and
give you
dank, I
super
hate it.
detailed instructions on how to do your job. But first, we need to
Ooh.
get this permit office sorted.
Okay.
Okay, as long as it's not going inside, I'm good. Let's get to work. You said you needed some tech strings, some bamboo fences. Let's roll.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put Scar's the expert on dumpsters actually.
I've made a lot of dumpsters in my time.
Oh, Scar, genuinely, you would be
What do we need?
perfect. You're good at this. Can you put like air conditioning units, all the sort of machinery that you get on top of the build?
Okay, I can do that. I've done that.
Yeah, because at the moment it's just like a textured roof with not a lot going on.
I'm going back to my base, am I?
You're gonna need a lot of stuff.
How much iron do you have?
Just like your job here at the permit office, I'm giving you all the things I don't want to do. Okay, so I've got rid of Scar for a second. I just need more things for this. It needs to be multiple pages of nonsense, okay? So I need more questions and things for him. I think better if it's more things for him to do that make no sense.
Yeah. Okay. So there's just nonsensical deliverables. Is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
All right, we have to work. He's got to bring a bucket of fish, like a bucket of salmon.
Have you brought a bucket of salmon?
And by the way, I love the fact that it
is to your nearest shop.
Yeah.
And placed it underground.
Beautiful.
Here's the thing, dude. So here's the thing. He's going to think that he needs to do that one. So if he writes yes, I'm going to say, why did you do that? I can't allow this to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea is to be checking to make sure that they didn't do it, but lead them to think that they have to. I love it. Be like, oh yeah, you'd be like, okay, well, you just initiated the bucket of salmon clause.
I'm afraid this form is ineligible. Yeah. And with a little help from our friends, we are finished. Take a look at the brand new Department of Hermit Permits, the permit office where we are sometimes here to help. This is something that I have a problem with, finishing the sides and the back, but with a little help and a little push, we've got it textured. I'm really happy with how this is looking. We've got some machines on the side, we've got a dumpster around the back where the complaints go, we've got graffiti, we've got this little area all fenced off, it's all textured. Skiz did this little patch here. We taught him all about building. I wouldn't have gone for the terracotta, but we're going to leave it because that was Skiz's thing and he did a great job. We've got access to a single-story building to the roof. Oh, man, I mean, look at this. I'm really, really happy, genuinely happy with this build. We've turned something quite simple in its design. It's just, 1, 2. But because of the texturing and the bits added, it's given it life, and I'm super, super happy about this. Obviously, there's a long way to go with the interior, but we're taking things slow. We do them at our own pace. You'd be surprised that the main build only took a couple of hours once I actually had all the blocks together, and the rest of it took an hour after that, so it actually didn't take all that long. And we've got ourselves our very first permit written up, but I've learned some horrific news, everyone. Friends, I've learned something very bad, is that you cannot replicate an unsigned book. So I'm going to have to write these out manually. Oh no, I've been spotted. People have found the permit office already. Well, that's it, everyone. If you have ideas for questions, silly things that you want the hermits that really need some permit work to do, then let me know in the comments below, and it may just make it to there's people wanting permit stuff. I'm going to do so much work so that I don't have to do work. And I have a song to show you next episode.